Hi viewers, welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Maralaya. Thank you so much for always joining us on this edition of Marriage Clinic Live. So if you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I would like to crave your indulgence. Please do click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to also give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know your thought on this topic of discussion for today. And I would like to celebrate all our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. Thank you so much for all our followers on Facebook as well. We would like to say thank you for your time. So today I want us to look at an interesting topic which I have titled Everyday Sex. How much of sex do your body need in marriage? How much of sex do your body need in marriage? Now, this topic of discussion became necessary because of the case we got during the week. You know, a man cried out and said, my wife doesn't believe in having regular sex or regular intercourse because she is of the opinion that regular intercourse will make a woman grow older quickly. You know, so she believes, maybe once a month or once in 3 months is ideal for her to have intercourse. I mean, once a month or once in 3 months. So anything outside of that, she believes it will make her age or grow older quickly. And the man is like, what? I don't think I can live with this, or I can accept this. You know, so it became a big issue in their marriage. It became a bone of contention in their marriage. So I want us to talk about this today and discuss what exactly what amount of sex or how much of sex do you really need as a couple in marriage. You know, so I want us to have that discussion today. I'm trying to check if the volume is on, but I've not seen it. Okay, so I want us to have that discussion today. So first of all, I would like to say that mindset from the woman that every day or regular sex could make a woman grow older might be a faulty one, because that mindset seem not to be acceptable. However, I want us to look at what WebMD says. Now, I had to go online to make these researches and to ask that, does sex really make someone look older? I mean, how much of sex can you have that will make you look older or make you look younger? And I realized that many of them says that regular sex life can make you look 7 times younger than your age. I mean, they said having sexual intercourse releases a hormone called endorphins, which are mood boosting chemicals that help us in sleeping better and to relieve stress. Sex also improves blood circulation and thus make our skin look younger. Now, you realize that this one says it makes you look 7 times younger than your age. Now, another one says having sex at least twice a week can make your real age 1.6 years younger than if you had sex only once a week. And it defines real age as an estimation of your age in biological terms and not in chronological years. So what researchers or the experts are saying is that it actually makes you look younger if you have, I mean, at least 2 times um, 2 times sex in a week, but not necessarily everyday sex. Now, you realize that for some couples, everyday sex may be impossible, may not be realistic, because that is not the only activity you are engaging in a day. As a normal human being, we all know that we have several activities that we engage ourselves in. You go to work, some of us are schooling, some are studying, some are running their home business, some are working. So for you to be doing all of that, then it means you may not have enough time to dedicate to everyday intercourse. It may be practically impossible for you to do that, no matter how high your libido is. Your partner may not be comfortable with that, because they equally have their own life activities that they are engaging, and by the time they come back from those activities, sex may be the last thing on their mind. And that is why it may not be realistic for you to have it every day. And perhaps it requires, you would dissipate some energy when you engage in that activity. And for some people, they might have been too stressed, especially when you have gone to work all day and you are just coming back, or you have been the one running your business and you are coming back tired. Then you won't even have that thought of sex crossing your mind, or any energy left to engage in sexual activities. However, we need to balance things. Even if you work or you do business or whatever other activities you engage in, if you still create time, let's say once or twice a week, to be sexually intimate with your spouse, then I think that is enough. That is moderate. The experts have said twice a week, it's reasonable, it's moderate. That would help you look younger than your age. That will help you sleep better. It will help to relieve stress. It will help to release the necessary hormones that your body needs. Now, we all know that too much of everything is bad. For example, as good as eating food is, when you eat food too much, it could lead to being obese, it could lead to being overweight, it could lead to so many things that will bring diseases into your body. That's the same way it is, with too much sex. So you need to ask yourself, are you moderate in your demand for this thing? Are you the type that you are abusing it? Because I tell you, there is a reason why God put it there, but that is not the only thing that despite the fact that it's God that put it there, that's not the only thing God expects of us in marriage. That's not the only thing you have been called into marriage to do. I mean, there are other higher purposes. There are other things that we need to engage in, such as companionship, such as helping to build up each other, so many other activity. So if your partner feels that the only way you are connecting with them is only through sex or physically, then they begin to wonder if that is all you are thinking of. If you are not connecting with them, let's say mentally, intellectually, spiritually, you don't even pay attention to their career growth, to their personal growth, to their life aspiration, to their ambition. You are not following up on them, on what they are doing, if their business is working, if their career is progressing, and all you want from them is sex, then I tell you, normally such a partner would resent you and would be thinking, how come it's just on this level, in this aspect, that you only want to connect with me and we can't relate on every other aspect? And that is why some might be reluctant. Now, for those men or even the women always complaining that, oh, my husband is avoiding sex, my wife is avoiding sex, you may want to think about some of these things. Could that be the only thing you are thinking about? I mean, could it be that that's the only thought you dwell on, because for example, if all you do is to go online watching pornography, watching naked bodies, half-dressed women, people doing promiscuous things online, if that is all you do with your time, then I tell you, the kind of thought that will dwell on your mind would just be the thought of sex and intercourse, and all you want to do is to look for avenue, to carry out all the things you have been watching or looking at online. And that is why, some cannot think of any other productive thing aside from sex. Now, I want you to also know that, well, some people say, oh, for you to have a happy marriage, a successful marriage, then you need to have sex every day. I've heard some people say that, but that may not be true. See, the same way that they will tell us, oh, you have to eat every day, you have to eat 3 square meals, you have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is not necessarily true, because see, we have some people that don't eat every day. We have some people that fast and they don't die. We have some people that even in a day, they don't take 3 square meals. They take maybe just 1 square meal, not because they are poor, not because they don't have food to eat, but they've studied their body to see that I don't think I need to eat this much for me to have, for me to be in health, or for me to have a healthy body. So they keep to maybe 1 square meal a day, or 2 at most, and they try to eat maybe more of vegetables and things that would digest quickly. That's how it is too with sex. The fact that people say, oh, you must have regular sex, to everyday sex to keep the marriage going, does not mean that will be your own experience, because you need to equally study your own situation, your own circumstances, and and adapt to what works for you and your spouse. So for example, for those people who are married to, let's say, soldiers, policemen, people working on shores and all of that, that they have to be away from home for months, and maybe your spouse is the type that they work outside of the state, and by the time they go, they leave you for 2 months or 3 months, and by the time they come back home for just 2 weeks or 1 month. Now that means for that time they've been away, you've been deprived, they have also been deprived. So when they come back, it's like, oh, both of you want to have it every day. Now we can understand that situation. Why? Because for some months there has been abstinence. So now that both of you are back together, it's like, oh, they want it every day. That one is understandable, even though it might not be visible. But in a situation whereby both of you are under the same roof, it's not as if it's away for months or weeks or anything, and you are insisting on having everyday sex, then I don't think that is normal. That will not happen, because that man has a job to go do to put food on the table. Even that woman, may have a career that she needs to go out to get done, so that she too can earn a living. She may be pursuing her studies, she may be doing some other things. So you thinking that, oh, all she has come to do in marriage is just to to supply you with everyday sex, may not be an ideal thing or an appropriate thing. So I want us to think about these things and adjust. So for example, for this man that has been complaining of the wife saying, oh, sex makes women grow older quickly, I think you may need to see a sex therapist, both of you, and you may need to also help to disabuse her mind from believing in such thing, because I want to believe she must have gotten that from her parent. For the fact that you said you reported that to her parent, and her parents said, oh, she's right, they believe in the same thing. So you want to disabuse her mind from that, and you may also want to be involved in every other activity she's interested in. Don't just pick interest in her only when you want intercourse. No, she wants a situation whereby you are concerned about all other aspects of her life. And if you can do this, I tell you, gradually she will start changing once our mindset start to change. And for us couples generally, see, sex is important. Yes, no doubt it's important, but sex alone, having sex alone in a marriage cannot sustain the marriage. I tell you, if what brought you into marriage is only sex, I tell you, the marriage will not last. There is nothing created in isolation. Everything is created to work together. So as good as this sexual thing is, as good and pleasurable and, fulfilling as sex could be, that thing alone cannot sustain your marriage. It's a combination of so many factors, so many things. There's sexual factor, there's the financial factor, the money factor. See, no matter how much you're having sex with your spouse, if you don't have the money to pay your rent, to pay school fees, to put food on the table, I tell you, it's only a matter of time. They will tell you, oh, you mean you want to have sex on an empty stomach? They will put up a fight and they'll be like, no way. Even though this has been going on, long before now, at this point I have to put a stop to it. That is how some will respond to you. Why? Because it's not what would sustain the marriage. There are so many things that will sustain the marriage, and that is why as much as sex is good, in addition to sex, you need to be engaged in other life activity. Pay attention to your career, pay attention to your business, pay attention to your personal development, self-development. I mean, when you spend your time thinking about how to grow your business, how to move your career forward to the next level, how to work on your vision, your life goals, your life aspiration, when you are putting your energy into that, I tell you, you won't have that much energy to be thinking the thought of sex every day, every now and then. And in addition to engaging in sex, you may also want to engage in exercise. Do a lot of exercise, because see, some people believe that it's only the sexual activities that will help you to keep fit, that will help to keep your heart rate going, your heartbeat going. It helps with this, it helps with that. See, doing only that without you exercising will not get you the kind of result you are looking for in your health. It's just like you saying, you are exercising alone without watching your diet, and you want to lose weight, then that will not happen. If you are overweight and doctor is saying, for you to lose weight, you need to do exercise and you need to cut down on your carbohydrate intake, and you decide on your own that, no, I'm not going to cut down on my carbohydrate intake, I will continue to take carbohydrate, I will continue to eat late, but I'll only be doing exercise. See, I tell you, that weight will not go down. So if you think, having only sexual intercourse is the only thing that can relieve you of stress, is the only thing that can keep you fit and all of that, then you may be missing the point, because you have to do that in addition to eating well, eating properly, in addition to having enough sleep, enough rest, in addition to doing exercise. These are all the things that help to keep the blood flow, to keep the blood flow going in our bodies and to keep us fit. So you can't just now put all the pressure on your wife or on your husband and say, because they say sex is good for the health, then this is what we must be doing from morning till night, then we don't have any other life, we don't have any other activity. I tell you, it's only a matter of time. That spouse will get tired and they will find sex boring. To them, it will seem like a punishment. So please, on the last note, final note, I'm about to wrap up. I will appeal to those women that use sex, as a weapon of punishment for your husband. Please, I'm going to appeal to you, because these complaints are coming in too frequently from men, especially. They complain about their wife not wanting sex. Please, I want you to also know that when you are deliberately or intentionally depriving your husband of sex, you are invariably telling them that, oh, um, well, they should, well, you are invariably telling them that maybe they need to open, their doors to adultery. Maybe they need to start looking outside and cheating and all of that. Because if you are depriving them, if you are not doing what you're supposed to do at home, then it could mean that, oh, you are telling the man that, well, go to hell with you, whatever you like, do. And they will maybe go out there and look for an alternative. You don't want that to happen. And as for the men, there is balance in everything. The woman you want to be sleeping with, you need to study her. You need to study her mood. You need to know what she likes. You need to understand her love language. You shouldn't be only when you want sex that you are nice to her, that you become caring. No, she wants to be sure that you truly love her, not just paying lip service, and when it now comes to that bedroom matter, you are now, treating her specially. She doesn't want that. So I hope that with all of this, couples can strike a balance and also work together as companions. Try and study each other, try and know yourself, try and know the needs of your spouse and meet those needs. And sexual needs is one of them, but beyond sexual needs, there are so many other needs. There are emotional needs for companionship, need for also fulfillment in every other aspect of life. So you must be able to meet that need and not just say, oh, it's just this aspect you want. Then they may start feeling used. So I would like to stop here now. I hope you have learned something. Please don't forget to leave us a comment, leave us a thought. Let's know what you think about this topic. We hope to bring you more interesting topics subsequently. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are yet to do so. Till we meet again, I remain your host, Marlai and Ofuti, and I say bye-bye.